Welcome to the MoveSpring webinar. We're going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to break up the webinar into two sections today. The first part being the participant experience. So how are your members logging in, interacting with your challenges? And then on the flip side, we're going to talk about the admin center. So how are you as an admin utilizing our platform, managing your members, building challenge groups, pulling reports? So to go ahead and get started, we're going to show you the participant experience. This is what you're seeing here. So as members log in, they create their account, connect their device, they're going to get a little walkthrough of the MoveSpring app and how to utilize it. So continue to press next. How do you sync your data? Challenge groups and interacting with them, navigating through the cards on the dashboard, and how to access support. Then we'll take you to the dashboard. Now what you're seeing in the top portion is going to be your activity. So as a member, you can sync in your device. We're going to be a device agnostic platform, which allows you to sync in, whether it's your Fitbit, your Garmin, Google Fit. If you're using just your smartphone or a physical device, you can connect to the MoveSpring platform and participate in the activity portion of the challenges. As I mentioned, you don't necessarily need a physical device. You can use your smartphone, so an iPhone 5S or newer, Google Fit on the Android phone, or we have a manual entry option, which allows you to maybe use an old school pedometer, manually input your steps, distance, active minutes into the application. So really it's bring your own device. We know that not one device is meant for one individual. So allowing all the different options to sync in, greater opportunity for members to participate. As you scroll down here, you're going to see the instance of a challenge group. So with MoveSpring, we've implemented a modular technology, which allows you to pair, you can mix and match different modules to make up your challenge experience. That's what we're seeing here. So we have both activity-based and then engagement-based modules. A great challenge is a mixture of both. For instance, the streak module, what you're seeing here, definitely one that we suggest starting off with. So the streak-based module is where you set a specific goal for each member to hit or surpass each day of the challenge. Here you can see it's 10,000 steps. You can not only see your progress for the day, you can see your progress over the past week. If you ever click the arrows in the top right-hand corner, this is going to bring you to the full view. So you'll always be reminded of your goal, and you can see on the left-hand side, you'll see me. So you can see your progress throughout the challenge. Scroll down, there's some fun stats here. And then there's always going to be the instance of a group. So how is the collective doing? How are all members participating in the challenge doing? Definitely we want to highlight how the group is doing. We know that social motivation is key, and seeing some of these fun stats really entices people to participate. Now that's how all of our activity-based modules are going to work. On the dashboard, you're going to see a brief little view, and then as you click in, you can view more data. Now you saw a streak. We just scrolled over to a leaderboard. This one works based on total steps. So the member with the highest step count moves to the top of the leaderboard. And we have a really good mixture of both individual-based as well as competitive-based modules, and you understanding your group, what they really like, what they like to participate in. And maybe you don't know from the beginning, but as you move on, you'll begin to learn a little bit more about what they're looking for, and you can mix and match these modules together. Now we also have engagement-based modules. We know that having members participate in a challenge, so getting them onboarded is, the first step. And then when it comes to really engaging them throughout the entire experience, we have the activity portion, but it's really these engagement modules that help to build members' affinity with the application. So the content module is going to be a great place for you to share different types of content, whether you're linking out to articles, maybe it's videos, or you're simply utilizing it as a communication space. So somewhere where you can be sharing progress updates. Maybe you're highlighting members. Maybe you're announcing winners. This is really your space as an admin to communicate and engage with your group. Members can go in, they can like it, they can comment on it. It's a lot of fun. Again, you can further expand, and this is going to bring in how you're engaging with the piece of content. It's going to pull it up in the application. On the second-hand side, we have our quote-based module. This is going to be our second engagement-based module, and this is where we'll randomly generate a quote at the beginning of each day from our aggregate, from our list. You can replace them. You have the ability to like it as well. So that's going to be the participant experience. And as you can see, the member can really create their own experience, what they're interested in seeing, they can click around, play around with. One last feature to highlight is going to be our chat feature within the participant experience. This is going to be challenge-based. So as members are joining a part of a challenge, they're going to be auto-added into this chat. You can post photos. You can just have friendly banter. Members can really utilize this space to create that culture, create that conversation, as well as admins can use this space to not only communicate with members, maybe add a little engagement here as well, have a daily mission, create the conversation. Really simple to add images, type in your message, participate in the conversation. Now, this is going to be the participant experience. Now I'm going to walk you through the admin side of things. So now I've just shared the admin dashboard. As it starts off, you're going to start on the dashboard. This is a fun visualization of the data. You get your users at a glance, your recent groups. These really fun graphs allow you to visualize the progress of your members. So not only can you notice their activity distribution, maybe some of their step ranges, choose it by a date range. You can see your group averages over time, and you can always do it by steps, distance, active minutes. And then we have these fun little leaderboards at the bottom. Top steppers, who are those members who are going above and beyond? They have the highest step count. Most engaged, who's logging in and interacting with the apps the most? Highest intensity, highest number of active minutes. So for you as an admin, this data is here for you, whether it's to distribute out to participants, keep for yourself in your own records, totally up to you. Now, when it comes to the remaining tabs here, this is really where you're going to spend a lot of your time. So users is where you can really do the one-to-one member management. So as members are joining on, as they're a part of your initiative, each member will show up as its own entry here. You can click in to view their profile. Now here you'll see all their member-specific information. You'll see their activity summary. And as you scroll down here, you'll see the ability to adjust the last 30 days of data. So you as an admin, you can come in here, you can input their steps, distance, or active minutes, save, it'll push to their profile. Next, we're going to jump to the challenge groups. So this group section is where you're going to do a lot of your program management. So not only will you be creating your challenge groups here, but you'll also be doing things like scheduling out content. You can see activity stats in a glance. There's a lot of different things you can do here. Let's walk you through the challenge group creation aspect. So as you can see, I clicked that green little button in the top right-hand corner to create a group. You'll input the specific information. These are just test information. You'll select the date range. And then as you move on, now is where you're going to be selecting the modules to make up your challenge group. So let's just add a streak, for instance. So with you having an activity-based module, you'll first select the module, then you'll select the metrics. You can set it up by steps or active minutes, and then you'll input the goal. We'll click next. As you can see, now it's added down here to the bottom left-hand corner here. So I've selected the streak. I'm now going to add in, let's say, the content. Now you can go throughout and add the rest of your modules in. As you save and continue, you'll review the details. When you press finish, you'll be able to see it populate up in the group section to where you can edit it. As you can see, they're all edited in this area. So they're based on status. That's how you're going to view the different challenges. So green means it's live now, so it's an active challenge. Yellow means pending, and red means completed. So let's go ahead and click into one so you can see what it looks like. So now we're inside the challenge group in the admin center. Along the top, you're going to see the challenge details. So the description. Something to note is going to be this invite link here. So this is really important. So we use a deep linking technology, which allows you to include this specific link in all communications. This link is not only going to guide them through the onboarding process, but it's going to place them into the challenge groups. So make sure to use this link along with our communication templates to have members join into your challenge. Now we're seeing the group at a glance. You see some insights over time. As you scroll to the bottom, here's where you can manage the specific modules as time goes on. So as the challenge is running, of course, you'll see these stats as of this point in time. You can always click to run a report. Here's where you're going to, this is a content module. This is where you'd manage and upload content or adjust the quote module as well. So let's walk through that quickly. So as you can see, this is going to be the content that's already been posted through the group. When I click to upload content, the first step is going to be to choose the type of content. So content module, really great for two things. First, going to be to linking out to outside content. So whether it's a blog post or maybe a YouTube video, an external link that's publicly accessible, you can go ahead and share that through the content module. This is what we see being shared a lot. So maybe it's a recipe or maybe it's a YouTube workout video. You can select either or, follow through inputting the information. You'll upload an image, and then you have two options. You can either schedule the content out at a later date and time, or you can publish now. So scheduling out, you go ahead, you'd select a date, you'll select a time, upload content, or publish now. So a lot of the time what we recommend is you're hosting a challenge group. What we suggest is putting together, aggregating content prior, scheduling it all out. So it's one less thing you have to worry about as the challenge group progresses. Of course, we know there's going to be ad hoc posts. So whether you're announcing a winner or calling out someone who's going above and beyond, that's where you'll see this post with an image, post with no image. That's likely what you'll utilize that for. And you can publish now. So the second piece, as I was just kind of going through, is that it's great for short little bursts of content. So whether it's that announcement or update, you'll go ahead and utilize those two types of content. Once it's scheduled, you'd see it populate down here. Same thing with the quote. To manage the quote, it's going to aggregate all of them in here. Once the challenge group starts, you want to replace it, simply click replace, takes it out of the lineup. So that's how you're going to utilize the group section. Lastly, we'll get to reporting, and this is where you're going to pull reports, whether you're finding winners or you just want to see progress over time. You'll utilize this reporting section. Really robust in what you can do here, so you can get as granular as you'd like. The general user report is going to be helpful to see what members are participating. Not only will you get all of the data included on this side in this box right here, so you'll get the username, the email, the first and last name. You'll also get the opportunity to select a date range. Now, when you're selecting the date range, this is actually going to give you each synced in days of data based on the date range that you selected. And as you run reports, it generates over in this completed report section where you download. This is going to be an Excel sheet where you can filter and sort based on what you're looking for. We also have challenge reports. So these are going to be module based. So whichever modules you're using in your challenge group, you would select this as you're running the report. So let's click in to run report again. So you select by the challenge name, you select the metric, you can select a date range. As you're running report, what's great about these challenge reports is it's not only going to give you the challenge specifics, so how the members are doing, but again, it's going to give you each synced in days of data based on the date range that you've selected. So you can get as granular, filter and sort based on what you're looking for. If you do have supplemental fields, it would pull that up here. They'd be in there as well, so you can filter and sort based on maybe it's different departments or different locations. Now, when it comes to MoveSpring plans, each plan includes a little bit different of features, modules, and capabilities. Our Essentials plan is our most basic package. Now, you can do this plan for either a shorter duration or an annual package. It does have specifically only including the Streak, Target, and Leaderboard activity-based modules, and it does include the basic engagement-based modules, so content and quotes. As we move up to Pro, this is going to be our annual package. Definitely great if you want to utilize all of the activity-based modules, included group target as well as team. And then the Ultimate plan is the most custom, really allows you the flexibility to grow your wellness program with your participants. So if you're looking to get started, you can go ahead and go to movespring.com/pricing, take a look at the different features and the different plans to see which one works best for you. All you have to do is go ahead and click to get started. Thank you for joining. If you have any questions, please direct them to our customer support team. Thank you.